Hey, happy Friday. This is Jamie from Stonemeyer Games coming to you with another round of Rolling Realms. This is game 20, the 20th game that I've played live so far over the last 6 or so months. Feels like that long, might even be a little bit shorter than that, 5 months. And today we're playing with My Little Scythe, Between Two Castles, and Scythe. And before I jump in, I wanted to mention that I have opened a leaderboard for Rolling Realms, as we also now have for Red Rising and Libertalia. So whenever you complete even just a round or a game, you can do either one, feel free to report your score on the leaderboard. At this point, I'm not going to collect like the realms that you use. It'll just be a flat number, which I know is way out of context, but let's give it a try with just the number because it'll be a little bit more difficult to organize otherwise. But maybe I'll start like letting people report the realms they used just to see. I might modify the form to do that. But anyway, My Little Scythe. For My Little Scythe, you can use a number to cross off one of the numbers in one of these two areas, and you gain either a pumpkin or a heart, depending on the area. And whenever you cross off the same number in the other area, so if I have a 4 crossed off, and then on a future turn, I cross off a 4 over here, since I've crossed off both 4s, I get a coin. For My Little Scythe, you get stars by looking at how many resources you've earned during that round. If you have 6 pumpkins, you get 2 stars. 6 hearts, you get 2 stars, at least 6 hearts. If you have at least 6 coins, you get 2 stars. It doesn't matter if you've used those resources or not, as long as you've earned them. For Between Two Castles, you are building these 2 castles from the ground up with higher numbers on the bottom and lower numbers above them. Whenever you complete columns, you get the resources shown at the top. And whenever you complete a row in a castle, you get a star. Some of the spaces are already filled in with these doorways. They're already completed for you. In Scythe, you have a couple options. One option is you can use a number to cross off a top row section and gain the resource. Or you can use a number to cross off a bottom row section, spending a resource and gaining the star. You can only cross off this bottom row section if you actually spend the resource and then you gain a star. Or the best thing to do in Scythe is use a specific number to cross off a top row section, gain the resource, and then right away, without using a number but spending a resource, cross off the bottom section directly below it to gain the star. So technically you could get away with only using 6 total numbers in Scythe to complete it and get all 6 stars. Hey, George, thanks for joining us today. Anyone else is welcome to chime in. Let me know how you're doing and how you're going to play today. So let's jump in. Roll number 1. We have a pair of 2s. Wish we had Euphoria in play. Euphoria loves pairs. What can we do with a pair of 2s? For Between Two Castles, there are 10 spaces here, so I need to start working on Between Two Castles right away. And 2 is not a great number for to start a column in Between Two Castles, but let's put it over here. Maybe try to put a 1 above it soon. And over in, I think, My Little Scythe, let's go ahead and get a heart over there. I think that's it for a fairly simple first turn. Let's go on to turn number 2. Feel free to pause, too, if I move a little bit too fast. We have a pair of 5s. Another pair today. 5 is definitely better for Between Two Castles. So let's put a 5 right here on this castle. And then I could use a 5 over here, but I need a coin. I don't have a coin yet. So let's go over to My Little Scythe. Let's go back over there and get another heart for that. And I think that's probably going to be it for that pair of 5s. Actually, no, I do have one other option. I do have 2 hearts now. If you can spend 2 hearts to copy one of the numbers if you have 2 5s and use it in a realm that you haven't used already this turn, but I don't think using a 5 over here is really going to benefit me at this point. I need to get a few more resources before I can afford to do that. So turn 3, another pair of 2s. All right, we have rolled all pairs today so far. Another pair of 2s isn't great for Between Two Castles, but that's okay. It actually is great for My Little Scythe, though. Here we go. So I can cross off a 2 over here. I now have both 2s crossed off. And so I get a pumpkin for crossing off that 2. Since both 2s are crossed off, I get a coin, which is fantastic. And then I can use one of the 2s, the other 2, over here in Scythe to gain a heart. And to spend that pumpkin that I just earned to immediately cross off the bottom row and gain a star. I could also now use, I need to do something in Between Two Castles. That's the thing that I have to do. So I'm going to use a single coin to put a 1 up there to complete this column and get a heart and a coin. Big turn there for turn number 3. Let's see if we can roll a 4th pair. Nope, the pairs streak is over, but the 2 streak continues. We have a 6 and a 2. 6 is another great number for between 2 castles, although it also is good for Scythe right now because a 2 isn't good for Scythe, basically, is what I'm thinking. So let me go with a 6 over here in Scythe, and I will spend a heart right away to get that bottom row heart. So cross off a heart, I gain a pumpkin, and I think I will put the 6. Yeah, 6 is good in between 2 castles. So let's go ahead and put a 6 right here in between 2 castles, and we'll cross off 1 coin. I don't really need to do that. I don't know if I really should do that, but let's get another pumpkin. Hopefully that'll work out. Looks like after 20 plays, my pen is running out of ink a little bit, so I might change out pens here to a fresher pen. There's still plenty. I mean, there are ways to refresh these dry erase marker pens, but I'm not going to do it in real time live. Let's get another marker there. Okay. Turn 5. How are you doing so far, George, with your round? A pair of 1s. Okay, we're back to pairs. So back to pairs, a pair of 1s. And actually, that's good because in my little Scythe, I just crossed off a 1, so I can cross off another 1 over here to get a heart and get a coin. And 1 is also good over in Scythe because I can use a heart right away to get the star from the bottom row. I get a coin from the 1. And I have a few different options in between 2 castles. I think I'm going to use a coin right here on the bottom row. Yeah, I'll just use that to get a pumpkin. I will need to activate between 2 castles twice on the same turn at some point during this round. And so having those 3 pumpkins lets me break that rule of the game. I'll need those a little bit later. George says he's keeping pace and doing well. Good to hear that, George. All right, let's go for turn number 6 here. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. We're doing okay. A 6 and a 4, our first 4 of the round. A 6 and a 4. I can't pair up anything in my little Scythe, so let's come back there in a second. 6 could work in between 2 castles. I've already used it in Scythe. Let's use the 4 over here. There's the 4 there. Right away, I will use a pumpkin to get that star. And the 6. What to do with the 6? Yeah, let's put the 6. Oh, this is tough. I think I'm going to use the 6 over here in my little Scythe and get another pumpkin. And then I'm going to create a 1 value die to finish off this column here and get 2 more hearts. And because I now have 6 hearts, I earn 2 stars from my little Scythe. All right, turn 7. Turn 7. Another 6 and a 2. That's going to make Scythe a little difficult, but we can probably work around that. We have 2 more rolls, so I might wait a roll to do anything there. 6 is good in my little Scythe, so let's cross off that. I get a heart and a coin. I now have earned 6 coins, so I get another 2 stars from my little Scythe. Shannon is chiming in to say he just got their delivery of the 3 promo realms. So excited to try them out. Well, Shannon, this week, I'll give you a little sneak peek. The realms I have selected for round 3, I'm doing a full promo realm round at the end of this game. So game 20, round 3 will be Rolling Realms, Libertalia, and Terra Mystica. So stay tuned on Sunday for that round. I don't know what time yet, but yeah, we'll do a promo-only round on Sunday for round 3. I've used the 6 over here. I need to use the 2 in between 2 castles. Let's put the 2... let's put the 2 right here. I don't gain anything from that. That's a little risky, but I think we're okay. And I'm not going to do anything in Scythe yet. It's a little risky to do that, but we'll hopefully roll a 3, 5, a 2, or 4. The odds are pretty good here for turn 8. Another pair of 2s, our 3rd pair of 2s, and our 5th pair overall. You can check this out so far. So many pairs this round. probably not a great time in the round to get those 2s, but we can work around it. Let's put a 2 over here in between 2 castles. And in Scythe, I think what I need to do is just cross off a bottom row and spend a coin and get the star. I'll just ignore the resource above it. I'm on track to still get the 2 pumpkins from between 2 castles. Now, is this the turn? Now, I might as well wait till the last turn, I think, for between 2 castles. Well, maybe not, because I know I'm going to need 1s up there. No, I'm hoping to roll a 1. I think that'll be the key here. So I've done the 2. I do have a pair here, so I could use 2 hearts to copy one of them. See, the only gamble here is, so I need 2 1s in between 2 castles. So on my next turn, if I roll like a 5 and a 6, I can create a 1 value die with one of the coins, but manipulating them down to lower numbers will be tough. So this might be the turn to jump in there and do it. So let's use 3 hearts. This game there's a lot of risk mitigation in this game. So I'm using 3 hearts to copy one of those 2s, and then 3 pumpkins to let me reactivate a realm and to manipulate that number down to a 1. I will then put that 1, where do I need the 1? I think the coins will be more useful, although I need the pumpkins. I need the pumpkins. So I'll go with pumpkins because that gets me up to 7 pumpkins, which gives me 2 more stars for my little scythe. Okay, final roll. We need a 5, a 4, and a 1. There's a 5 and a 2, which should be close enough to finish this off. So, although will it? Will it indeed? Because this will be a little tough. But I think I can make it work. I can manipulate that 5 into a 4 here, but then I don't have a coin, and I need a coin over here between 2 castles. So I think what I need to do is use the coin first in between 2 castles. Order of operations is very helpful here. Now I completed all between 2 castles. I just got 2 coins. I'm clear on my little side, so I don't need to do anything over there if I don't want to. Although if I have a number that I could use over there, I need to. But there might be a possibility in a second where I can't do it. And then I can take that 5, put that 5 right here to gain a heart, and spend a coin to cross off the bottom row to get my 6th star over there. George, I'm curious how you're doing here, and Shannon, if you're playing along too. Anyone who's playing along, let me know how you're doing here. This should be a pretty strong round with how things worked out. And I haven't used the 2, so because I would need to manipulate that 2 to play it in the first place and spend more resources, I'm going to not use it. I think that's in the spirit of the game. If you can use a number, you need to, but you don't need to manipulate that number to be able to use it. So I'm just going to say that I cannot use that 2, and I will just gain a resource out of it, giving me an extra boost of 0.8. So that is 18.8 for my round score today. I'd love to hear how you did. If you're still playing along live, or if you're watching this on YouTube in the future, let me know both in the comments below what you scored, and then pop over to the leaderboard form and note what your round score was. On the form, again, you can note your round score and your game score. So you don't need to wait until the end of the game to note the game score. You can just note your round score right away and then come back later and note your round 3 score and your final full game score. So I'm going to make sure that form's updated right now. I think I will add the realm names to it for you to enter on there, but I don't think that'll play into how the leaderboard works, at least not at this point, but at least I have that data to go with. All right. Thank you so much for playing along. George, Shannon, thanks for chiming in the comments here. George got 15.5. A solid score, George. Solid score. And I will be back tomorrow for round 2. I'll see you then. Take care. Bye.